Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. It's May. I don't know how this happened. Hope you're having lots of tacos today. I've had 17. Well, actually, I'm filming this on Sunday, so that's a lie. Today we're going to talk football, and I hope you're ready to talk some football because I just want to do it, man. I'm so excited about this football season. And today I want to talk about how this team could vary offensively from last year and why, and how this will impact how they're defended. Because I think there's some really important points here. And it's not just because Matt Wells is now the offensive coordinator and Connor Riley has moved on to the Dallas Cowboys. No, it's something more than that. It's the very way that Kansas State established offense in 2024 that isn't going to be there, and that's DJ Giddens. If you're Connor Riley, or if he'd been Matt Wells, you're going to hand the ball to DJ Giddens as much as possible to establish that interior run game and kind of consolidate that defense into, a really tight box that they have to take away the running back, and they have to keep an eye on Avery Johnson and anyone else. And you know why they could do that? Because K-State's receivers just weren't that good. They just weren't. You could just take the risk that your corners could handle the receivers, and 95% of the time, sadly, that was probably right. Now, of course, the glaring exception was at Colorado, where Jace Brown got behind someone, barely. It was still pretty good coverage. Avery Johnson dropped the ball right in there. Jace made an incredible play. Touchdown. Cats win. But I bet you if you asked the Colorado defensive coaches what would they do differently, they wouldn't do anything differently. They would take that same chance again, and that their man would win this time. And they're probably right. But things change for the Wildcats in 25 because DJ Giddens is in the NFL now, and they're going to have to find a new kind of base of operations for their offense. And I think just because of the personnel being Dylan Edwards and Joe Jackson, two smaller backs, two backs that can run between the tackles, but that is not their bread and butter. They want to get it to the edge, and they want to get around the corner. And I think going horizontally, sideline to sideline, is exactly how K-State's going to loosen up defenses. And so last year, they were packing defenses in, hoping their receivers could beat them. And this year, they're going to spread defenses out. And guess what? Now they can come back more with that interior run game and maybe break Dylan Edwards loose into the secondary like we saw in the Rate Bowl against Rutgers. Add in Antonio Brown for those short yardage situations, but when you're in short yardage, almost everyone's going to guess you're coming up the middle, and you just need a guy to get a yard. That's going to be his role. And that role might expand as the season goes on and he learns more about this offense. But I don't think the differences in this offense are going to be necessarily because of the play calling of Matt Wells. Although we will see some of the Matt Wells wrinkles that he really enjoys. And I think we're going to see a lot of short passes and get at the ball to the ball. The guys that can move the ball upfield quickly to the real athletes and let them go. Simple plays, simple designs. And then layer in this. Well, the receivers are a lot better. So if you do want to start worrying about other things than the outside, these guys can burn you. And they've still got a good quarterback who burned people last year named Avery Johnson, who's a year older. So the entire construction of K-State's offense could be much different this year. Could be honestly more fun. But also, without that bread and butter named DJ Giddens, there could be some games where things don't look so pretty.